how's it going, you beautiful people? You listen, today I'm going to be showing you how I create some absolutely stunning screenshots in Throne and Liberty, featuring outfits, locations, and a little bit of super cool edits to boot. I'm going to show you how I do things. Let the king of virtual photography show you a thing or two, shall we? Oh yes. Okay, so check this out, right? You're wondering, well, how am I supposed to take a screenshot of this game, right? Well, there's a ton of ways to do it. First of all, you got Windows print screen, easiest thing in the world. There's also print screen. However you use to take pictures of your game, that's exactly what you're going to use. But first things first, you're going to choose a location. And I've chosen the Crimson Manor. I'm showing you guys my absolute favoriteest place, the Lake of Beginning. This place looks amazing. Lots of things to consider too. Time of day, weather, all of those wonderful things. And we're literally right here. The game music here is splendid, by the way. So you have your location, right? Don't worry. Now you have to pick your outfits. Now remember, any place goes. You can take pictures with your friends. You can take pictures with your guildmates. You could take pictures of your character, which we'll be redoing. You can take a picture of one of those landscapes, portraits, it doesn't matter. Once you got your location, choose. The next thing you want to do? No, you gotta consider your outfit, of course. Of course you gotta pick something to wear. How else are you gonna flex your flair? Alright everybody, so in order to flex your flair appropriately, you're going to want to change your appearance or your outfit or your illusions, whatever you like. Use your equipped outfits. Use something that looks wicked cool, alright? Flex on them for a little bit. If you want to rock a maid outfit, go nuts. If you want to rock, I don't know, if you want to be Bloodborne, you go right ahead. If you want to be a frickin' fairy in the mist and choose your decorations and customize that crap, you do whatever fits you. That's that good stuff right there, people. I'm gonna select something super dope so that you guys can be proud of the next screenshot that we release. But go through your options, people. See what works. You guys got way more stuff than I do. I only started getting into this. But choose something and then we'll be right back. Promise. Oh, I know you spent lots of time customizing your character, your hairstyles, your facial features. If you want to make your characters have some seriously thick-ass legs and thighs or whatever your trip is, you do you. I do me. I chose this particular one because this is an OG for the personal character. So, now you're going to be wondering real quick, well, now I've got the location, I've got the time of day, the lights working, the music's feeling good, the vibe is there. But how do you take pictures? Well, here is the photo mode. This is the photo mode settings that you're going to want to horse around with. There is a lot to play with, so I would encourage you to explore it as much as humanly possible. And if you like the way you got it, let's say you want to change your contrast settings, your lightings, or any of this stuff, or you want to put some cool screen effects or some super cool filters, you can definitely do that too. Listen, you want to rock that anime shit, alright? You want that anime shit where you suddenly realize something? You want some scratch, oil painting? You want to do some cartoon with some cell shading? You do you, alright? It looks awesome. All of these things look super cool. So horse around with what you like. But I'm going to show you another way to get some super sick stuff. Now, next part, don't worry. This gets a little more complicated. Don't worry. I'll show you. Check this out. Are you wondering how to get your character's position to shift left or right or what have you? We are playing on PC, so I don't know the 100% thing on Xbox or PS5 or whatever you play on controller. But for those of you who have access to a mouse wheel, what I need you to do is take your cursor onto the screen, hold that mouse button in, okay? And now you can shift your character's position wherever you like. You want to zoom in on their face? You absolutely can. You want to zoom in on, let's say you really like your character's shoes. Well, you can almost kind of zoom in on that, just a little bit, not by much. The camera is a little fixated towards the midsection of your character. That's technically called a Z coordinate, but check it out. Get everything in frame. Now down is up and up is down, left is right, and right is left, alright? So adjust things as you see it. Your Amatoid can do things too. Whatever your trip is, there's also, okay, when you go back to preview, you can also do fun little emotes. There's all kinds of emotes, so if you want to get expressive, have that on start repeat, and then just start doing this. There you go. Now you can get your character doing a little jig, you can do whatever you like. You can catch their happy looking, goofy ass little face, whatever your trip is. So our character's doing a whole bunch of stupid shit. Let's just make sure we zoom in. There you go, look at that. And then all you gotta do, zoom out a little bit, and wait for that perfect moment. Here it comes. I'm gonna hit Windows print screen. Wait for it. And here comes the perfect moment. You guys ready for this? Wait for it, and wait for it. There it is. That's a happy smiling ass character right there. So if you are satisfied with that, boom, just like that, we are satisfied. Now there's lots of other ways to take a picture as well, so don't let just this be your sole be your sole way to do it. You can even take pictures of how the landscape looks in front of your character or behind it, or if you just want to take a look at the landscape in general, man, press Alt B and hide your surroundings. Look at this. Come on, man, how cool is that? How cool is that? Windows, print screen, bang, zoom. We got ourselves a couple of super amazing screenshots. Look at that waterfall. Look at that waterfall. Look at this place. This is Crimson Panda Man. I love this place. I love this place. And I hope you will too. Now, we're going to exit the game, and I'm going to show you how we edit some stuff with very minimal resources. Very minimal resources. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now that we're back and you're ready to rock and roll, this is a quick addendum. If you don't like anything that you created when you're horsing around with your photo mode or anything like that, let's say you applied some lighting stuff and it looks horrendous, or you adjusted a filter intensity too nasty. Check this out. All you gotta do is just reset all, and then boom, all of that stuff will go right back. See these little photo mode settings, your home, your preview, your drag characters on screen position, all of that stuff is there. That way you don't have to listen to my horrendously sandy and rough voice. So experiment, people. Experiment with your photo settings. Once you find something you like, take a picture of it. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get into editing. This is where the fun stuff happens. This is where the fun stuff happens. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back. So we have exited the game. Now, you may be wondering, well, what are we looking at here? Well, we're actually looking at the screenshots folder that I have taken for the game. Do not pay any attention to these. Okay, these are pictures from last night, which you should totally go check me out on Twitter. I do screenshots almost every single day, but that's besides the point. Don't worry about Photoshop Helpy and the Throne and Liberty logos there. That's for our screenshot stuff. So check this out. What we're going to do is we're going to access this right now. So this is your standard screenshot editing for your Windows 10. This is your photos section, okay? This is your photos section. This is how you're going to edit your stuff. So first, you're going to want to click that edit button. Now, you can use your own Photoshop. You can use other methods for doing those things. So we're just going to crop this. We're going to make sure it's in 1920 by 1080 because that's the resolution that I play in. So we're at 1920 by 1080. Our next order of business is we're going to want to straighten this out. Now, don't worry about that yellow border around it. I've added that for stylistic purposes. It's going to give it a nice little bit of a pop. Our character looks hilarious, doesn't she? She looks hilarious, by the way. I love my character. Anyway, so the first order of business is we are going to click our magic erase tool, and we are just simply going to erase this word. That's it. That's literally it. We're going to let it work its magic, just like so. Everything you're seeing on screen is actually happening in real time. This is going to be the longest segment of the video, so if you've made it this far, please don't forget to like the video, comment something. I love reading you guys' comments, and subscribing if you're brand spanking new. I noticed we're getting a lot of new people watching, but you gotta subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. But know that I appreciate you. There we go. So the word has been erased. All we need to do now is we've got everything in the frame. It looks really freaking good. We're going to go to adjustment next. So this is your light. This is your color. You guys are already familiar with the basic stuff. So we're going to horse around with it just a little bit. I like to start off with the color. So first things first, we're going to improve the picture just a bit. I don't like to go any lower. I don't like to go any higher than 20%. Otherwise, the resolution quality is actually going to suffer when it gets downscaled, especially if you're creating your thumbnails, which, by the way, this may or may not be the featured thumbnail. We'll see. Anyway, so you can also adjust your warmth if there's too much white or if it's a little too bright. You can change the lighting. Notice how everything looks a little bit interesting, a little bit more pop, a little bit more vibrancy. Now, if you're overwhelming warmth, you can actually balance that out with a little bit of pink for tint. Now, we're going to move on to shadowing because we do not mess with vignetting. I'll just show you what the maximum is. That's basically just like that. It's literally that. We don't need any vignetting. So I like to actually turn up the shadows just a little bit to increase and draw focus towards the middle, because rule of thirds, people, right? You got your third here and a third here. This is your center, your focus. This is what is on the other side. Sometimes if you have it just a little offset, you can occupy both spaces, and really draw that eye and attention. Anyway, so we've got our shadowing, no vignetting, we've got our colors the way we like it. Now you can adjust for contrast to make it a little bit more sharper, but that also adds shadow and vignetting too. So I don't like to use anything above 15, so that is not half bad. That's a pretty sharp looking picture. I wonder if that'll get any likes on the socials. But there we go. That's literally how you do it. Now, we're going to save this. Boom. You can choose save as copy if you like. So that's a good looking frickin' picture if I do say so myself. Once it gets downscaled, it's going to look even better. So our next order of business, we're going to load it into another small editing studio, and we're going to put a couple of things on there. So let's get to step 2. Alright, so some OG fans of the channel are actually going to remember this Paint 3D Studio, which is currently not available for Windows 10. It's not available for Windows 11. This is an older program that I still use to this day. So this is Paint 3D. Those who know, you guys know, but it's actually an amazing editing tool if you want to slap a few things together or apply a few light filters, or, you know, cut some characters out, add some text, add some stickers, what have you. Either way, we're going to actually go to insert. This is already synced up with here, so let's hit this. Boom. I like it. Okay, so now you may be wondering, well, what the hell are you going to do with this, huh? What are you going to do with this? I'm but to show you, we're just going to add a couple of quick little things. We're going to put the Throne and Liberty logo in there just for funsies. We're going to make it a 3D object that we can freely adjust. Make sure you move it somewhere. See that? That adjusts just how much you can push it in and out. Let's put that, you know what, let's put that in the top right corner. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Add all of your elements first, then you can adjust the size later. Let's put Photoshop Helpy in there too, because we love Helpy, don't we, folks? We love Helpy. She's so cool. You can also get a Gamers for Gamers plush, or there's a promotion going on where you can get a plush of Helpy. Go check that out. It's freaking cool. So resize things as you like it, however you want. I think Helpy looks freaking awesome right there. Doesn't Helpy look awesome right there? The little jingle jangle type thing. That's a pretty good screenshot. What do you guys think? Rate that screenshot out of 10, because we'll be posting that on the social medias. And guess what? This will be an untouched thumbnail, so don't you worry. You guys saw it first here. That, ladies and germs, is exactly how you create yourselves an absolute kick-ass thumbnail, picture, or whatever you like. So I'm just going to quickly save this as something. It's going to be synced to our... Oh, hang on a second. Whoopsies, you weren't supposed to see that. All right, I made sure it was nice and saved, so don't you worry about a single thing, everybody. We had to make sure it was in the right place. So that has been your quick little tutorial on how to create an absolutely wicked screenshot in Throne and Liberty. Remember, choose your outfit, choose your location, choose your time of day, choose your weather. Get it in frame, get your character doing something cool or just a beautiful landscape of your choosing, and then edit the absolute crud out of it with your various editing technologies at your disposal. You're going to create something that's even better than mine. Thanks for watching, everybody. You have yourself a freaking awesome day, and thank you so much for watching all of these Throne and Liberty tutorial videos. We'll keep this short. Appreciate you guys.